All right. Hey, hey. Welcome back, guys. All right. So this is going to be a little bonus vibe for our Virgos. We have got a King of Pentacles, a Knight of Wands, and a Two of Wands. And they all kind of came out a little bit mushy, a little bit mashed. Starting with the King of Pentacles, though, we have somebody who is like, they've been carrying the weight of an entire like family legacy on their shoulders. They have been burning the midnight oil. They take care of a lot that people don't realize, things that maybe make other people's lives move smoother, but they take on the burden. Now, one of the things that I think has been going on is that this character is realizing if they continue to do so much of this, when are they ever going to have time for passion, for romance? I think that they dream of passion, but I think instead of, like dating or having romance in their life, everything is as solid as a statue. It's just like there's no real living, breathing connection. They dream of it, but their whole love life is just stalled out. And they're realizing that there is something that has to change here. The Two of Wands is like we have a character who's at a crossroads. Hey, Tori. Hi, Anonymous Angels. Really good to see you guys. Tell me about the Two of Wands. What is this Two of Pentacles? I think we have a very responsible King of Pentacles who is thinking to themselves, I deserve to have a more balanced life. I deserve to allow myself to want and to have a connection that would be balanced. I'm allowed to do this. It's like they got to pump themselves up and tell themselves that they're allowed to. We have a Page of Cups in the reverse. We have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. If their last relationship ended and it was, let me show this card upright. If it was really complex, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, they might have been in a relationship with someone who possibly was a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who was like unable to have an uncomplicated life and just choose a partnership. And they might be remembering that. They might have been the person that was like, hey, do you think you could like make a decision about us? Why are you picking me, turning away from me, picking me? It's like at some point, don't you want a relationship? Don't you want, love? Don't you want to get this thing off the ground? And I kind of think that's who they've become now. And they're realizing, wow, there's an awful lot of my life that's been swallowed up. So this could be our Virgo. Our Virgo could be showing up as a King of Pentacles. It could be showing up as a divine masculine who has been doing far too much for others. And I think that they are reflecting and they're realizing, a relationship I had with somebody once upon a time in the past didn't work out because of the way they were behaving. But right now, I almost think what's at stake here is my own relationship, my own future happiness. I think it's time for this character to be, I'm not going to say selfish, not at all, but they deserve to have balance in their life. They have been carrying a lot on their shoulders and making sure other people's lives were great. And they're realizing they want to have their own Four of Wands. If this is about Virgo, Virgo is ready to have a relationship. Like maybe this is a Virgo who, has been doing everything for everyone in their family. They've been the glue that holds things together. They've been supporting other people financially. They've been just running themselves ragged, doing too much. Page of Swords. I think they've known this for a while, that their quality of life was like diminishing, their ability to have free time, their ability to go out and date, their ability to just live a life of their own had been diminishing, and they were getting less and less satisfied. And I think that they have known, but I think they were guilting themselves. I think it's like, I've known what the problem is because I've gathered the information, but what do I do about this? Because I feel bad if I pull back any of my energy just so I could live a life that's going to be more balanced for me. What is the remedy for this character? What is the remedy for this Virgo? Because, I would say they flat out just deserve to live a life for themselves too. Empress and Ace of Cups. The universe says exactly that. Virgo, step into some self-love, and actually you're going to do even more. So this Virgo has been depleting themselves significantly for a while, not showing it, not even telling everybody who they have been working so hard to support, what it has taken from them. Their own life might be a mess. This could be the person whose own house is a pig pen, but they get up every day and they go over and they help clean somebody else's house, and then they, donate extra time, to some good cause, and then they also, like are putting out fires and helping other people, and then they come home and their own house is just a pig pen because they didn't have time to do the dishes. The universe says, Virgo, make your own happiness and love yourself the priority. Think of yourself as a project. Think of yourself as picking up the phone and calling you and saying, hey, I need you. I need you more than everybody else does right now. Virgo's good at answering the call. In this storyline, they're really good at answering the call from everybody else. But what if, maybe this Virgo literally needs to leave themselves a voice message. Hey, it's me. I really need you today. In fact, I need you for the next week to not have anything else on your schedule because I need you. And it's like Virgo's talking to themselves. That might sound kind of crazy. But in this story, it says if Virgo were to be able to put themselves into the list of all the people who need something from Virgo, it might just be like a mind trick that they need to be able to comprehend. Like, what would that look like if I was the person who needed my own energy? Oh, well, I must answer the call. And I think if Virgo pours some energy into themselves, what they're going to discover is they're not going to be really taking away from anybody else. They're going to be finally like rising up. And the more we migrate from kings and queens into emperors and empresses, the more abundance we have. So it's actually going to behoove our character, because everything that they would be increasing if they were to just give to themselves for a change, they would elevate their whole life, maybe elevate their money, elevate everything, which means they could technically be of greater assistance to those around them. But they do really need to address this like collapse that they've been having, because they're headed for burnout in this story. If our Virgo does not allow themselves a chance to think about their future, what their Four of Wands looks like, their, having a mate, having a long-term partner, this character deserves to have a relationship. Now, in both, whether Virgo is coming across as a masculine or feminine, they've shown up as both right now, is irrelevant, but we definitely see a character that is much more mature in age also. We have Page of Cups, we have Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is like, I want to say that for Virgo to start making these changes in their life, all it really takes is them changing, turning over a new page. Maybe just the fact that they're finally recognizing, I need to give to myself, and I need great balance. They don't have to start saying no to people per se, but maybe they can start doing less. Maybe they need to refrain from volunteering themselves, because I'm wondering if they volunteered themselves an awful lot to other people. Hey, I could help you with that. Oh, hey, how did that thing go? Did it get taken care of? If not, I could help. That's a good first step in pulling one's energy back, pulling one's resources back. If Virgo needs to turn over a new leaf when it comes to how much they offer, this is to shrink it down. I have to offer others a little bit less. I can still care about people, support people, but maybe now I do it without giving them 7 hours of my day. Maybe instead it's a quick, thinking of you, hoping everything worked out great, have a great day kind of message, instead of let me call them on the phone, listen to them, tell me their woes, and then they feel better, but it was a 3-hour conversation. I didn't do anything that I needed to. It feels kind of like that. Shrinking the amount of energy that Virgo is giving to others, that's a new page to turn over. And with that free time that they might have gained, it allows them to start putting their energy scrubbing. It does feel like this Virgo needed to spend time to clean their house, or, we already talked about that. Now here they are with, rubber gloves on. There's something that could be very, well, of course, we always talk about Virgos being like super, super clean freaks. I am a huge Virgo. I'm a double Virgo, and then I have it all over my chart, and I never think of myself as that. I'm actually a pretty messy Virgo, but I do go on cleaning jags for sure. But I just feel like it doesn't have to be that this character needed to clean their home, but let's use it as a metaphor. They needed to clean up a lot of different things in their life, organize a lot of different things, projects that they started that they didn't get to complete, ideas and wishes and hopes and dreams that they have for their own life that have been somehow really put on hold and they barely made progress. They need to dust those dreams off and then put that as their primary, thing that they need to do. I'm going to put this as my number one. This is what I need to do first in my life. And it happens to be something that I need to do for me, something I want to do. I think this Virgo just needed to change their mindset so that their own wishes for their own life became a priority of what they needed to remember to strive toward. Not how am I going to carry everybody else on my back? Because, I hate to say it so rudely, but Virgos, probably people are going to survive without Virgo being the one to lift them up and hold them up. Or maybe, even more rude, maybe if people aren't willing to put in their own effort to keep their life afloat, maybe they should have to let it crumble. Maybe Virgo's been enabling a lot of people to skate on by, and maybe that's not the best way to help somebody. It sounds a little rude, but here's the thing. I think the big message here is that why is Virgo's life less important than everybody else's health, wealth, success, and long-term happiness? It's not. That's I got some blunt stories tonight, I'll tell you. I feel like I'm super rude tonight. I don't mean to be. It's just that's kind of how the stories are coming out. Like it's just kind of like a very rudimentary, very, hey, this doesn't have to be a big deal. We're allowed to change things. We're allowed to see things with just clear vision and then work with facts, even if it sounds a little harsh. Virgo's happiness is every bit as important as every other person's. So why have they been making themselves the last on the list? I definitely think when Virgo starts to put their own happiness as more of a priority, things are going to change. Some people will leave Virgo's life. People will get pissed that, oh, so you're not going to do stuff for me anymore. Yep, that's right. That's right. I'm not going to do certain things for certain people anymore. But the great part is certain people will quit asking or expecting, and that can be a really good thing. So this could be, sometimes if some people wanted a free ride, as soon as a free ride's not there anymore, they're going to fall away. They may be pissed about it, but it's only going to be a benefit to Virgo. And Virgo might even be able to say, wow, I really shouldn't have been doing so much for them anyway. This is a thing that was depleting me. It needed to stop. And now it actually has. And this is a good thing. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the Moon. I got to say, I think that there's a situation, well, 2 different situations. I think if somebody does get pissed off and they, oh, so Virgo's not going to give to me anymore, I think that they really miss Virgo once they take that attitude. There could be another person, possibly a feminine, who, without Virgo's endless support, finds themselves at quite a loss. Virgo might have really been supporting people in a huge way. And if they both get pissy, instead of say, oh, I totally understand, you got to take care of you too. If they get pissy, I'll tell you, it kind of looks like they're kind of at a loss with Virgo, and Virgo may not know that. It might just be like, wow, they're really mad at me that I can't keep giving so much. No, it's that I think they both are really going to feel a big gap in their life. But if they get nasty and end things in a bad way, just because Virgo's trying to, make some priority in their own life, maybe they should have valued Virgo a little bit more, because they certainly feel a loss without Virgo in their life. But why didn't they, if you treasure somebody and what they do for you, then why aren't you caring about them as well? Why is it always just about what you can get from a person? So I kind of don't have a lot of sympathy right now for how much they're missing Virgo, only because, well, they need to go through this. We got a 9 of Swords sideways. I feel like these characters, because there could be 2 of them, they're going to be pretty upset with Virgo, and then they're going to be upset as a whole, and then they're going to start stressing out, thinking, damn, I really lost a lot when I treated Virgo like that, all because they needed to withdraw and balance their energy a little bit better and not keep pouring themselves into me. Then I got pissed and I was rude to them. Now they're not in my life at all because I kicked them out of my life. And now I'm stressed about this. Knight of Swords and Page of Coins. I got to say, these characters may come running back to Virgo's life. But keep in mind, they're the ones who left in a bit of a huff, all because the Virgo said, hey, I got to have more balance in my life. I got to spend more time doing some things that I need for me. This kind of comes back full circle. I do think that without meaning to, I think Virgo had they had spoiled some people, is what I would say in this. They had spoiled some people. Um, I'm glad that it's getting, like some things are changing here. We have a Four of Cups upright. We have a Nine of Pentacles. I see this as Virgo actually making peace with things. The Four of Cups can be illusions. The Four of Cups can be missed opportunities, and it can be boredom. But here it's very much about peace and harmony. I gotta say, I think Virgo realizes, bizarrely, even though some people got pissed at me, and even though it was really hard for me to finally make myself a priority, you know what I'm realizing? It's an illusion that I was not allowed to do that. I always should have been remembering that I should be making sure I've got my oxygen mask on first. My life is stable first. My money is solid first. My needs have to be met also. I'm supposed to love my life. I'm not supposed to live my whole life. And at the end of my life, my tombstone says, well, I'm glad that I made other people's lives good. You know, that can't be the sum of Virgo's life. They're not just here to serve, even though obviously they're always said that they're a sign of service. Oh, Crystal Suzanne, thank you, honey. Thank you always. You're so generous. I'll say hi to everybody at the end here properly, but this is the first time in Virgo's life where I think the roles have flipped and they're saying, I'm going to actually have happiness. I'm allowed to pursue this. I can have my dreams and goals, and that can be the thing that I get to go after. Oh God, this feels really exciting. I get to pick the things that I want to do, and it's not only what they want to do, it's what they're born to do. I don't know how like mature this Virgo might be as far as like age goes. They might be somebody that is, they're just coming into this personal mindset that I'm allowed to have the life that I want. I'm allowed to pursue things for myself, my goals, the things that I'm meant to do. They might be 70 years old. I don't know why 56 is in my head right now. But it doesn't matter. This is the right time for them. They will be so successful because it's kind of like, what I'm picturing is if, like if you shake up a soda bottle and then you go to unscrew the lid and it just like, it can go all the way to the ceiling. It's because there's been all this pressure that's been contained, right? And you get all those little, carbonation bubbles going. It feels like, I think Virgo is going to skyrocket because all this time they have been literally under pressure, not able to pursue anything that they needed to. And I think they are going to reach goals really, really, really swiftly. There could be a very important Aquarius in this Virgo's future. There could be somebody that is very special because I do feel like this Virgo wanted love. They wanted passion. This Virgo's getting married at some point in time, maybe in a beach wedding, something kind of simple. They could marry a Capricorn. I'm actually going to do a Capricorn story right after this. But we have a brand new beginning. And things did have to come full circle for this Virgo. I think this is a storyline that's not just about how Virgo is changing, but if Virgo has a tendency to go through cycles, as everybody does, this says, let this be a big reminder to Virgo not to let themselves get kind of stuck again like this, where they wind up, having happiness, meeting a partner, getting married, and then losing themselves in that connection again. They really do need to always kind of keep a little bit more balance where they are important too. Like that's the mantra for this Virgo. I'm important too. I'm important too. Remember that, and I think that's important for them. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Tammy Secord, 56 is your number. That's awesome. Sherry Marshall, hi, sweetheart. Thank you again so much, Crystal Suzanne. Anonymous Angel, hey, darling. Hi, Nicole. Yes, happy birthday to all the Virgos. White Raven. I love the pound. Hey, Sarah. Thanks for popping by. Hi, Roman. Sam Big. Oh, wholesome woman. I'm really glad. Yes, finally. I'm glad to be back to myself. Thank you for all your patience, wholesome woman. You sweetheart. Thank you, San Juanita. Hi, Jane Maher. Maher. Please forgive me if I mispronounced you. Shout out to you in Australia. Hi, Teresa. Shout out to you in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. John, thanks for popping by tonight. And Tori, thanks again. You're first in the house tonight. All right, you guys, take care. I will see you in Capricorn video next. Gigi Alexander, hi. And Otter's Drift, you made it. Hi. All right, you guys, I'll see you again shortly. Bye.